welcome to another review. Today, before I could do the best review I've ever done, and I know I haven't done them for a while, my computer went wrong and I'd done them all and now I'm redoing them all because I lost the computer's hard drive. So here comes probably the best review you're going to get for the next few months, because it's the best engine I got really, so let's just crack on with it. Now I was struggling to fit everything in shot there, but let's have a look. It's a Princess Coronation Class, one of the best engines in my opinion, best looking engines ever built, and the colour of it is amazing, to be honest with you. And it also says there, super detail, as you can see that, the camera's reflecting because the sun's on it. Let's move it up a little bit, that's better. Now some people don't like BR blue, focus, come on. Some people don't like BR blue, but I love it. And it also says here it's DCC ready, which Hornby already say. Minimum radius curves, ignore that, they're rubbish. I've done it on tighter curves than that and it's performed very well. So let's open the box up and have a look at the loco. Now I've had this loco since Christmas now, and they're I don't know if Hornby still do them, but they're about £128, which is quite expensive, but well worth it. It's a typical Hornby naff packing with their insert. The tissue paper's gone, cat ate it before it even got here. You get your typical Hornby instructions. And it actually can be sound chipped, this one, most of them can, and it's got all the decoder ready in the tender. So there's the loco. Let's have a quick look at the tender. And one thing I will say, when you put the details on you can't get back in the box. That's why there's surgery for the vac brakes to fit in. Same in that end there. Hornby, you need to think about these things. Most of the details are put on, all but one. I'll show you why in a minute. So here's the tender, and it's a Stanier tender. I'll do a full review when I got the loco out. Stanier tender with the streamlined top on it, because it was obviously designed to have streamlining on the engine. They're LMS engines, for those who didn't know. And it also comes with a fake coal insert, but I'd done away with the coal insert and put my own load in, which looks twice as good as the Hornby load. And the loco, which is a colossal weight, I'm honest. So here's the loco, and this loco is bigger than anything I've got. It's with the tender on it, it's ginormously big compared to Deltic's. It's bigger than a Mark III carriage, put it that way, and that's quite large. So let's have a look at the detail. First thing you'll notice is the streamlined, not streamlined, curved top for streamlining of the engine, because with the streamlining on, the standard smoke box, which goes straight out and down, can't fit the streamlining on, so they cut away the tops of them and then put another lower piece on which allowed the streamline to be fitted to the engine. And one thing you'll notice is just look at that valve gear. It's exquisite. It's absolutely amazing valve gear. The front, you've got your big silver buffers, which are sprung. There, look. You get the detail on the front, the shed numbers there. I don't know if you can make it out. I think it says 1B. And the number, your handrail, lamp hooks. Now, here's the first piece of detail. These little steps here have to be glued on. They're really hard to glue on because they only sit in a slot that you don't properly click into. They just, gravity keeps them in it upside down whilst the glue dries, along with the vac brake which has to be put on, which I just scratched the paintwork. But buffer beam red paint solves the problem there. But these are very fragile and will break off. I haven't had it done yet, but it will happen. Now, the next piece of detail that should be on there, or added even, I don't know if you can see, there's a little tiny hole there in between two cow catchers. That's for the coupler. It's a screw-in, medium-sized tension lock. Hornby didn't route out, or not route out, didn't put the the grooves. I can't think of their proper name for the screw, so it can't be screwed in. Well done, Hornby. And one thing you'll notice on the Hornby website is the handrails are silver, not black, which is a false advertising in a way. The detail along here, all the way down there, is amazing. And it weighs a colossal ton. The middle wheels are, you can see there, flange isn't there. And there's no flange on these, and they're usually Hornby send replacements, but they don't. Like, for example, they send a second set of wheels to go here, which do have the flange on, but they don't do that anymore. And this round here is just plastic, It's not epic. It's not good at all, actually. The riveting, though, you can see the riveting there. Focus camera. Come on, there you go. 7p power rating. You can see there more plastic moulding. It's good, but lazy at the same time. And then the foot plate just ruins your day. You can't even see it. It's just all black plastic mould. Cheap, in other words, quite cheap. But apart from that, it's a good engine, and you've got your smoke deflectors, and the other side's the same. There's no different. And notice how the top of it's all flat and pretty much parallel to this footplate roof. And this one doesn't even come with a sliding thing, sun roof or whatever you want to call it, which is a letdown for the price. You got your blow off valves there, whistle, dome, chimney, and someone I know has fitted one of these with a smoke generator. You can fit one in the smoke box, but I'm not going to do that because I see it as not beneficial. And the back truck doesn't turn. The wheels move and they're sprung up and down. I don't think the back truck moved in real life, but it would be a bit better for the curves, I think, because it looks like the back of the engine's overhanging the curve. But that's the engine reviewed, and it weighs, like I said, a colossal ton. It needs no weight added to it for traction. This thing, I've seen it outdo engines that are supposedly more powerful than it in real life, but in Hornby scale, this thing can outdo Black 5s. Tested, it can outdo Black 5s, etc. Tender, quite light, doesn't need any weight though, it's really good. And also it comes with the brake rods, and this set doesn't come with any instructions on how to put anything on. Well done, Hornby. I didn't know how to put those ladders on the front. I'd look that up. This is all plastic mould again, which is a letdown for what it is. And the crest has got almost a 3D feel to it. It's the early crest with lined. Best in my opinion, and there's something on the crest, I don't know what that is. I'll have a look later, just see it there, it's like glue I expect. No, it's not on that one. I've probably got that on there. Fake coal load again that I've added, which is better than the cheap plastic slide-in mould you get. I've greased the buffers, as you can see there. But the detail back here, just look at it. You see there's some red paint. That's where I scratched it with the screwdriver trying to push that vac brake in. I had to touch it up with some buffer beam, which meant I got a tiny bit on the coupler. It's a Dove NEM, which holds it. Dove NEM with a NEM socket, obviously for the coupler that goes in. I'm able to get this back in now, as I'm looking through the camera, so I can't see properly what I'm looking at, if you know what I mean. It picks up contact power from all wheels of here. All wheels of the engine are pickups, and the chip goes in here because the loco does the driving. I ain't had a look inside the loco, but I got to think that thing's got some colossal motor in it, I reckon, for what it is. And the tender is probably better in some ways detailed than the actual loco. And I'm going to get some weathering powders and put some rust and grease along the bottom here because it needs it. It's just black plastic. And you got more handrails there which add to it, but this here could be better. It could be better. Loco's drunk now. If I hook this up to the tender, it's just a drop-in hook, as I call them, so the pickups. There it is, length. Class 37 body shell. Look at the size of that. It's big. Deltics aren't any longer that you think they are. No, Deltics aren't, nor is a Mark III coach. If anybody knows anything bigger, let me know. I would say this is one of the biggest mainline engines that ever ran. I can't think of anything bigger. Maybe a 40, maybe. Oh no, they're no bigger than the Deltic, so that's it really. But this was one good buy. They could have improvements on it, but that crops the price up. There could be some improvements, and I can't show it running because my layout's not runnable at the minute due to the work that's going on it. So I hope you've enjoyed Princess Coronation Class review, and I look forward to seeing you in the next review, which could be, I don't know, it could be many things, most likely the County of Devon.